All right, so how do we do this? I take a look at a lot of properties, right? Everybody knows you can pull all the MLS out to a spreadsheet, okay? So you can pull the entire MLS out to a spreadsheet. So I'll pull out by asset class. I'll filter it I'll pull all the income properties out and filter it out by asset class. And then what I'm doing is I'm coming over here and I'm using a gross cap. I'm creating a screen that's measuring the rents and giving me a gross cap. I also look at how much per square foot everything's renting for, so it gives me a real good number when I'm working with a property. I know everything in town, what the rentals are going for. I do this on a regular basis, okay? So that gives me a screening tool. We haven't got into it, but I'll show you some fix and flips in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about the screening tool I use for that too. I do the same thing on fix and flips. Fix and flips, it's a much more manual. I have a search set up for properties that are likely to be undervalued, right? Then I'll take those undervalued properties and I physically go through each one of them quickly and figure out which ones I think have some value and some room on them. I take those to a list and then I'll measure those lists against a radius circle around the property. So what I'm doing is I'm saying if I'm going to buy a fix and flip that I'm going to put money into, I need to have a 30% markup to ARV at least, right? ARV is after repaired value, right? So maybe you have two different kinds of flippers, pistachio and chocolate. Two different kind of investors, pistachio and chocolate, and then even within those ranks, you have different things that they like. But you need to find out really quick whether you're looking at a guy for a flip or looking at a guy for a buy and hold. They are not the same animal, okay? So when I get those diced out, what I'm looking for is a discount to market value of at least 30%. So if I do that radius, if I've got a property that's $200 a square foot in the radius, then I need to see that I can buy that for around $140 a square foot. If the radius around that property is not selling current sales at $200 a square foot, then I got to be able to buy it down at the 140 mark. Does that make sense? If I'm at 185, no reason for me to look at it, right? Because normally I can't do that kind of. And again, what I do for you guys is a little bit different because you're looking at lots of properties at once. This is out of 8,000 properties that are available on MLS. You need to get it down to 15. Right? Okay? So total different do it. You're not taking somebody out because little Susie needs to go to this school, and so you're going around the school. These investors will take you all over the whole city. Does that make sense? So what you're looking for is the deals. So build your own screening tools. Anybody on this team is welcome to a copy of one of my screening tools. You can build your own. There's nothing I'm doing to get these properties that's anything different than what you can do. You can do all the work that I do. If you want me to do the work for you, I do it every month for myself anyway. If you want a copy of what I do, then it's $19 a month or $199 a year. Okay? If you want the flip one, it's $39 a month or $399 a year. And then you're working off the same data that I'm working off on my properties.